In a world suffocating under noise, where every weak soul scrambles for applause and every coward hides behind a mask, one question cuts deeper than a blade. Are you worthy of a Sigma male's respect? Not the fleeting respect of a loudmouth or the cheap approval of a crowd, but the kind that's forged in silence, heavy with meaning, and rarer than a lone wolf's howl in a storm. This isn't about games or petty power plays, it's about the unspoken gauntlet every Sigma male throws down, watching to see if you'll rise or crumble. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we don't peddle feel-good lies or coddle fragile egos. We strip life to its raw core, sharpen it with stoic steel, and hand you the tools to carve your own path. Today we're diving into the 11 silent tests every Sigma male runs on you, not with words, but with the weight of his gaze. These are the invisible trials that decide if you're a man worth keeping or just another shadow to leave behind. Fail these and he won't shout or scold, he'll vanish, leaving you to wrestle with the echo of your own weakness. So strap in, brothers, this isn't a lecture, it's a reckoning. Let's see what you're made of. 1. The Powerless Person Litmus Test. The Sigma male doesn't give a damn about how you kiss up to the big shots. The CEOs, the influencers, the loud voices in the room. That's child's play. He's watching the flicker in your eyes when the waiter stumbles and spills your drink, the curl of your lip when the janitor crosses your path, the sharpness of your tone when the intern fumbles a simple task. That moment, when you dismiss the powerless with a sneer or a cold shoulder, is your soul laid bare. He sees it all. The arrogance, the insecurity, the future betrayal you don't even know you're capable of. If you treat the invisible like trash, you've just shown him how you'll treat him when his enigma fades, when he's no longer the prize you're chasing. This isn't about playing the saint, it's about raw survival. The Sigma male knows that cruelty to those who can't fight back isn't just a flaw, it's a warning sign of deeper rot. It's the kind of rot that turns allies into enemies the second the power shifts. He's not here to fix you or preach at you. He's here to protect his own peace. When you fail this test, there's no loud exit, no dramatic confrontation. He just disappears, a ghost slipping through the cracks of your life, leaving you to wonder why the air feels colder. Strength isn't loud and it doesn't flex for applause. It's in the quiet dignity you show to those who can't repay you, the ones society forgets. The Sigma male lives this truth not because he's chasing virtue, but because he's learned the hard way. How you treat the powerless mirrors how you'll handle the chaos of trust. He's not scanning for kindness, he's scanning for landmines. Step on one and you're out. So next time you're tempted to snap at the waiter or roll your eyes at the nobody in the room, feel the weight of his stare. It's not judgment, it's a verdict. Pass this test and you're a step closer to earning his respect. Fail it and you've already lost him, whether you know it or not. 2. The Intent Autopsy. Tell me about yourself. It sounds like small talk, doesn't it? In the Sigma male's hands, it's a razor-sharp blade, cutting through your polite chatter to reveal what's underneath. He's not here for your polished resume or your rehearsed origin story, he's dissecting your intent. Are you asking questions to build a bridge, or are you swinging a pickaxe to mine his secrets? Do you lean in with empathy, or do you poke at his silence like it's a lock to break? Every word you speak, every glance you throw is a surgical cut, and he's watching to see if it's connection or conquest bleeding out. He's not afraid of opening up, he's a fortress that doesn't bend to invaders. If your curiosity feels like a power grab, if you're trying to figure him out to own him, he'll shut the gates without a sound. You won't get a lecture or a fight, you'll get distance, cold and final like a door locking in the dead of night. To him, intent isn't just a vibe, it's a battle line. Cross it with a need to dominate and you're not just out of his circle, you're out of his reality. The Sigma male lives by a simple truth. Real understanding doesn't demand or dissect, it listens and respects. He's not a riddle for you to solve or a trophy for your shelf. He's a man who values those who meet him as an equal, not a project. Push too hard and you've shown him you're not here to walk beside him, you're here to chain him. And chains don't fit a man who's mastered his own freedom. So when you're sitting across from him, tempted to dig deeper, pause. Ask yourself, am I seeking his truth, or am I staking a claim? He already knows the answer. One builds a bond, the other burns it to ash. Choose wisely, because he's not waiting around for you to figure it out. 3. The Unpraised Endurance Trial. Praise is a drug and the Sigma male knows how it hooks the weak. That's why he withholds it, not to toy with you but to test your roots. He'll let your victories hang in the air, uncelebrated, your hard work met with a nod or a silence that stings. Do you wilt without his well done? Do you fish for compliments, clawing at his approval like a starving man? That desperation is a siren blaring in his ears. You're not whole on your own. He's not here to prop you up. He's here to see if you stand tall without his hands. This isn't cruelty, it's clarity. If his silence unravels you, if you turn needy or bitter when the applause doesn't come, you've proven you're a hollow shell, waiting for someone else to fill you. The Sigma male doesn't trust the fragile. He walks away not with anger, but with the calm certainty of a man who knows his time is too valuable for crutches. You're not a failure to him, you're just irrelevant. Real strength doesn't beg for a spotlight. It burns steady even in the dark, fueled by a fire you stoke yourself. The Sigma male embodies this not because he's cold, but because he's learned that reliance on others' validation is a trap. He's not your cheerleader, he's your mirror. If you can't face your reflection without cracking, you're not ready for his world. Next time you feel that ache for his praise, stop. Look inside, are you enough without it? That's the question he's asking with every unspoken word. Answer it with your actions, not your pleas. Pass this test and you've got his respect. Fail it and you're just another voice fading into the wind. For the Loss Crucible. Anyone can shine in victory, it's the mud of defeat that shows who you are. The Sigma male doesn't care about your wins, he's watching how you bleed when you lose. When the chips fall, when the plan crumbles, do you point fingers at the world? Spin tales of victimhood? Or do you stand in the wreckage, shoulders squared, owning every scar? Your reaction isn't just a moment, it's a prophecy of how you'll handle the fires he knows are coming. He's not hunting for perfection. He's hunting for resilience. Loss turns some men toxic, lashing out, whining, drowning in self-pity, and he's got no patience for that weight. If you can't take the hit and rise, you're a liability he won't carry. When you fail this test, he doesn't yell or judge. He cuts you loose, silent as a blade through rope. You're gone before you even feel the sting. The Sigma male knows life isn't fair, and he's not here to cry about it. He's forged himself in the heat of failure, turning pain into power, and he expects you to do the same. It's not about never falling, it's about what you build from the ashes. That's the kind of man he trusts. One who doesn't break but bends and sharpens. So when the ground shakes beneath you, don't flinch. He's not watching your stumble, he's watching your stand. Own it, learn it, grow from it. That's the ticket to his respect. Anything less and you're just another casualty he won't mourn. 5. The Stillness Gauntlet. The world's addicted to noise, scrolling, chatter, chaos, but the Sigma male thrives in the quiet. He'll lock you in it. No distractions, no escape, just you and the hum of your own thoughts. Do you squirm, filling the void with pointless words? Reach for your phone like it's oxygen? Or do you sit steady, at peace in the emptiness? Your panic in silence is a scream, I can't stand myself. And to him that's a flaw too deep to fix. This isn't about patience, it's about depth. Boredom strips away the masks, showing whether you've got an inner fire or just a hollow shell begging to be filled. The Sigma male doesn't need constant stimulation, and he won't waste time on those who do. If you can't handle stillness, you can't handle him. He'll drift away, leaving you to chase the noise alone. Peace isn't found out there, it's carved from within. The Sigma male lives this not as some lofty ideal but as a hard-earned truth. He's not testing your tolerance, he's testing your substance. Can you sit with the raw you, unplugged and unscripted? That's where real strength lies, where he lives. Next time the silence hits, don't run from it. Lean in. It's not a trap, it's a forge. Pass this test and you've proven you've got something real inside. Fail it and you're just another echo he won't bother to hear. 6. The Jealousy Firewall. Go ahead, flirt with someone else. Drop your ex's name like it's a grenade. Play your little attention games. The Sigma male's face won't flinch, not because he doesn't care, but because he's already detonated you in his mind. That need to provoke him, to spark a reaction, isn't a challenge, it's a confession of your own insecurity. He doesn't fight for your focus, he walks away from your circus. This isn't about ego, it's about standards. He's not here to wrestle for a prize that doesn't know its own worth. Your baiting disgusts him not because he's jealous but because it's weak. When you fail this test, he doesn't argue or compete, he evaporates, leaving you to play your games with someone else. A man in control doesn't chase shadows. The Sigma male knows his value, and he's not about to scrabble in the dirt for yours. He's looking for someone secure enough to stand beside him, not someone who needs to test his steel with cheap tricks. That's the line you don't cross. So when you feel that urge to poke him, stop. Ask, am I solid enough without this? He's already answered that for you. Pass this test and you're a partner. Fail it and you're a ghost story he won't tell. 7. The Space Invader Exam. He hands you freedom, no labels, no leash, just open sky. But to some, that air feels like a void. Do you rush to define it, clawing for what are we? Or where's this going? His gift of space turns into your cage-building spree and he sees it. You're not free, you're a controller in hiding. Ambiguity isn't your enemy, it's your mirror. The Sigma male doesn't trade his liberty for anyone's comfort. If you can't breathe in the unknown, you're not a companion, you're a captor. Fail this test and he's gone, slipping through your bars like smoke. No explanation, no goodbye, just the sound of your own demands echoing back. Freedom isn't chaos, it's clarity. The Sigma male thrives in it, not because he's reckless but because he's mastered himself. He's looking for someone who can fly beside him, not clip his wings with neediness. That's the strength he respects, the kind that doesn't demand a harness. Next time he steps back, don't pull. Stand firm in the space he's given you. It's not a test of loyalty, it's a test of your spine. Pass it and you're in his orbit. Fail it and you're just another chain he won't wear. The Gossip Guillotine. He'll let you spill about your toxic friend, your traitor coworker, all the drama you can't wait to unload. He'll nod, maybe smile, but don't be fooled. Every word is a brick in the wall you're building against yourself. To him, gossip isn't just chatter. It's a blueprint for how you'll carve him up when his back's turned. Disloyalty to others is a virus and he's not catching it. This isn't about politeness, it's about trust. If you'll knife the absent, you'll knife him too. The Sigma male doesn't waste time on carriers of betrayal. He cuts them out, swift and silent. Fail this test and you're not just out, you're dead to him, a memory he won't revisit. Integrity isn't loud promises, it's what you do when no one's watching. The Sigma male lives this not for applause but for survival. He's looking for men who hold the line, not ones who sell out for a cheap vent. That's the code he keeps, and the one he demands. So when your tongue itches to trash someone, bite it. He's not your confessor, he's your judge. Pass this test and you've got his trust. Fail it and you're just another voice he'll never hear again. 9. The Control Blackout. He'll flip the script, cancel plans last minute, let a text sit unanswered for hours. It's not disrespect, it's a storm he's brewing to test your hull. Do you guilt trip him, fishing for apologies? Or do you ride it out, steady as stone? Needing control is a crack in your armor and he's watching it split. This isn't a game, it's a revelation. If you can't handle his chaos, you're not built for his world. The Sigma male doesn't owe you predictability, he owes you the chance to prove you're unshakable. Fail this test and he's not mad, he's just done. You'll feel the absence before you understand it. Life's not a script you can direct, it's a tide you navigate. The Sigma male knows this not as a theory but as a scars-earned fact. He's looking for someone who can sail with him, not sink under the first wave. That's the resilience he respects. Next time he pulls the rug, don't flail. Anchor yourself. It's not about him, it's about you. Pass this test and you're a rock he'll stand with. Fail it and you're just driftwood he'll leave behind. 10. The Dumb Fox Deception. He'll toss out a question, something simple, something he already knows. Then he'll lean back, eyes sharp. Do you puff up, preaching like he's a fool? Flex your brain to prove you're the alpha mind? His ignorance is a snare, and your arrogance is the bait that springs it. Condescension isn't strength, it's a death knell. This isn't about smarts, it's about humility. The Sigma male doesn't need to flex his intellect. He needs to know you won't use yours as a club. Underestimate him and you're gone before your smug grin fades. He's not here to be taught, he's here to see if you can learn. Wisdom doesn't shout, it listens. The Sigma male lives this not to impress but to endure. He's looking for men who wield knowledge like a tool, not a crown. That's the kind of steel he trusts beside him. So when he plays the fool, don't bite. Meet him level, not lofty. It's not a chance to shine, it's a chance to show you're real. Pass this test and you're a brother. Fail it and you're just a lesson he won't repeat. 11. The Tension Forge. He'll drop a bomb, Some jagged, divisive topic, not to argue but to watch you burn or rise. Do you parrot the crowd, spitting someone else's lines? Melt into outrage or dodge the heat? Or do you stand firm, forging your own steel in the fire? He's not after agreement, he's after guts. This isn't debate club, it's a crucible. The Sigma male breathes intellectual courage, he chokes on cowardice. If you can't face the flames with your own mind, you're ash to him. Fail this test and he's not disappointed, he's just uninterested. You're out, no fanfare. Truth isn't borrowed, it's earned. The Sigma male knows this not from books but from wrestling life barehanded. He's looking for men who think, not echo, who fight for clarity, not comfort. That's the brotherhood he builds. Next time the air gets thick, don't buckle. Step into it. It's not a trap, it's a tempering. Pass this test and you're forged in his eyes. Fail it and you're just smoke he'll let drift away. There it is, brothers, the 11 silent tests every Sigma male runs on you, carved from the bedrock of solitude, strategy, and unshakable will. These aren't tricks to trip you up. They're mirrors to show you who you are when the masks fall off. Fail them and you're not just losing a man, you're losing a shot at a world where strength isn't loud, where independence isn't negotiable, and where respect is a currency you earn in blood and bone. But here's the fire in it all. Passing these doesn't just win his nod, it builds you. Every test you conquer is a brick in your own fortress, a step toward the man you're meant to be. The Sigma male community isn't here to hold your hand, it's here to hand you the hammer and point to the stone. Carve yourself or get left in the dust. So hit me with it. Which test hit you hardest? Where have you stumbled and where have you stood tall? Drop your stories, your scars, your victories in the comments. Let's forge this brotherhood in the open. If this lit a spark in you, don't just sit there. Smash that like button, share this with a man who needs the wake-up call, and if you're already in the pack, turn on those notifications. We're not done climbing this mountain and you don't want to miss the next ridge. This is the Sigma male community, where the weak get exposed, the strong get sharper, and the real rise above. Stay sovereign. Stay unbreakable. I'll see you in the next one.